What's going on, guys? The Iceman here with another video, and Dave Batista. What can I say about Dave Batista? Comes back to the WWE in January, wins the Royal Rumble, um, gets the title shot at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, things changed where it had to become a triple threat match. He ended up tapping out to Daniel Bryan because apparently Randy Orton didn't want to be the one to lose the belt outright. So the plans for the WWE after Extreme Rules was to have Batista face Daniel Bryan at Payback. And Dave Batista said, no, I'm taking time off. He said, I tapped out to Bryan at WrestleMania. He said, it wouldn't make me look too good by getting beat by Daniel Bryan once again, especially by a smaller man. So he's going to take off and he's going to try to promote his movie. Um, so, what does that say about Dave Batista? Well, my opinion is um, you come to the WWE, you're under contract with the WWE. Um, for some of the stars, like Cena, Randy Orton, um, the guys that are really up there, they should have some say in what goes on and maybe get a little bit of leeway. But Dave, you were gone for how many years? After you quit the WWE in a very disgraceful way. Um, so I don't know. You're under contract and all of a sudden you do this. So I don't know. Maybe they promised you a title. You'll probably get it sometime. Uh, but for me to see you take off after being around for 4 months, going on 5, um, to me doesn't show me your dedication and loyalty to your employer. So with that being said, um, Tyson Kidd and Evan Bourne are going to possibly team up as tag teams. I guess they're talking about that. But you know, looking forward to tomorrow. Extreme Rules. Um, going to be an interesting pay-per-view. But yeah, I had a very interesting day today, and I had an interesting comment because my both my phones were ringing, and I got Google verification codes, and so I knew, the same old, same old. Uh, trying to get into my channel. And I mentioned it in a video on the Iceman's Return channel. And I got a comment from WJ, whom I haven't spoken with in like probably 4 years or so. And he goes, it was Andre Corbeil that's been trying to hack your channel. Now, I take that with a grain of salt because I know it's not Andre Corbeil. I know that for a fact. Not because me and Andre are friends, but because I have the information from who and for who is doing it. So um, all I got to say is you guys, and I say that you guys, and you guys know that I know who you are. You have your fun, do what you want. It does. I don't care. Haven't you learned that by now? I don't care. So do what you want. And what I did today was I went and got some DVD RWs, and I had all the files of my videos, and I burnt them on a DVD RW, so I have them, and so I can keep on adding them, as I go along. So, and that's something that Andre, if you see this video, that's probably something maybe you might want to do, and everybody else as well. If you have a computer that or whatever that burns DVDs or CDs or whatnot, get some DVD-RWs. I mean, they're not that expensive, and just start saving your files, burn your files on there. So, if something happens, at least you got all your your videos that you put up. So so with that being said, I mean, seriously, you guys have been doing this for like 5 years. So this is just YouTube. I mean, 5 years ago, I got very upset. Now, just make another channel. It's no big deal. So anyway, um, so that's where I'm at today. It's you know, life is good, and I went to Global Force Wrestling's YouTube page, and they got a lot of videos up there, and now they're connected with the Mexican AAA wrestling, which is probably good in the beginning. Jeff Jarrett has really um, done a lot as far as getting ready for when his new promotion comes out, and that says a lot to me. I mean, he's really trying to make a go of this, and you know, again, when the promotion starts, there may be a lot of people that aren't well known, or we don't even know who they are at all. But I can say this, if he has some Japanese wrestlers or some Mexican wrestlers, they're all, most of all of them are excellent in the ring, and you grow to like these guys. I mean, this is how things start off. I mean, when wrestling first came about, when any other promotion starts, a lot of times they have names that you never heard of, and those names build up by their reputation of how they are in the ring and how their matches are, and that's just how it gets going. So I'm really looking forward to Jarrett's promotion. I know there's a lot of negativity about it here on YouTube, but that's to be expected because where are we? We're here on YouTube. So I mean, there's always a lot of pros and a lot of cons about just about everything, and so that it's going to be interesting. And just to get a little bit involved in TNA, the ratings went up a little bit for Thursday's Impact, and you know I watched the show last night, and I thought it was very, very good, as I stated in a video. And I think the problem today is people don't want to give TNA a chance. They don't want to waste their time to watch it. Maybe if they went in to watching TNA with an open mind, they'd have a better objective and maybe a better opinion on how the show is. But when you're just negative about it all the time, and you flip through the channels and then you stop at it for a minute and then you say, oh, screw it, man, they sucked and whatnot. But because that's already instilled in your mind that every show sucks. But go into it and have an open mind and watch it. And, if you do that, I think you'll be surprised that, for a promotion that doesn't have a very big roster and doesn't have a lot of stars, they have, done quite well. So, and I know that Dixie has this issue with money, and she's lost a lot of stars because of money. But I also really do believe that she's really, really trying deep down to do the best she can with what she's got. And, you know, if you're limited and you don't have any extra backing financially, and you got to do it on your own. But I give her credit. I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. And so hopefully TNA improves. I think they have. It's amazing, a year ago what they had for a roster and what they have for a roster a year later. And if you think about this, their ratings are still about the same. So by losing the AJ Styles and the Stings and the Christopher Daniels and Chris Sabin, Devon. I mean, by losing all these guys, it really actually, when it comes down to it, hasn't hurt them as much as you would think it would. So anyway, yeah. So TNA is doing okay. I think Jeff Jarrett's going to do fine. Ring of Honor is doing great. I watched some of their matches, and it's breathtaking to watch some of these guys. I mean, they're so talented, and it's some of these guys should be like in the WWE, but then again, I don't think the WWE would use them, and a lot of these guys, really wouldn't get a chance to showcase their potential and their talent that they do have. So maybe they're better off sticking around where they are. Um, so, and that's why, a lot of people are going back to Ring of Honor. They're going back to their roots. And, they know that people want to see them. And they know they're going to have the opportunity to do what they do best and show how talented they are in the ring. So, all right, guys, that's about it. We covered a lot of little different topics tonight, but we'll see you tomorrow. Again, Extreme Rules. It's not a very extreme card, but you know, I think the card looks okay. So I think it's going to be a halfway decent pay-per-view. And let's just hope there's not a lot of crazy shenanigans that go on. So, all right, peace out, everybody, and you have yourself a great night. Subscribe.